is NZCS Tactical, and we're gonna screw this shit up.
Hardcore.
When last we left, we were in the I believe we had finished a combat round. Did we finish that up? Okay.
You were in combat.
So we're going to transition over to where Jazzy had tracked along behind and was attempting to link back up with the group. And as he approached the village, he ran across the young man who was heading back down the road to go meet up with his mother and got directions over to where the cave complex was. And then as Jazzy approached the area, he could see the caves up along the hillsides. Louder than his voice.
Continue.
And all of a sudden, there was a loud explosion and a cloud of dust that came out of one of the caves. And in his mind, he immediately says, "That's them."
I mean, I was gonna say, who else could it be?
That's them.
I mean, we did blow up the witch's shack a little while back.
So, I assume that at that point you approach this specific cave opening.
Without my guidance, this whole party is doomed. So yes, I approached the cave.
So when you approach, you see that it is a cave opening. There's no door specifically. It goes in, and you can see
At least two.
the dust settling from a specific direction. You can tell which way whatever ruckus it is was coming from. Hall to the left, head up, and as you follow it, you approach a room. To your horror, you see the charred remains of 4 goblins and 2 other dead goblins that you recognize as relatives, cousins, slaughtered on the floor before you. You can hear through the other side of the room, where there is another doorway, an active fight going on. More explosions and dust flying.
Okay. These blasted fools are fighting my family. There's obviously not enough time to give them a proper burial. I have to stop them before more slaughter continues.
Look at me.
Well, I'm blaming all of you for this.
Hey. Well, I'll explain later.
Hey, I'll explain later.
Well, he's not there.
Okay, so
Stop, you long-shanked, slant-jawed idiots!
Do we hear him over the explosions?
well, no, not at this point. We're still in a mop situation.
Tinnitus.
So you continue towards the
Yeah, I'm
explosion?
gonna run toward him.
And who was in the back? That was...
I'm back.
You hear approaching behind you the pitter-patter of tiny feet.
And not the cute kind.
Well, I do nothing because it's not my turn. Unless
I
it is
believe.
my turn.
Well, I do believe that we're no longer in combat.
I think there was
There was one left.
There was one left. Yeah.
Okay, then I do believe
think we
that
were at the
we're
top
going
of
to
the
swing
bracket.
around.
Do you want me to roll initiative?
Not at this point, not yet.
Okay.
So if we still have one available, didn't Who moved to the front? You moved to the front.
I was
I
at
was-
the front
I was-
because I needed to throw the bombs.
I was at the front, but switched places with Crom and Oni because Oni kicked in the door and then Crom threw bombs.
Is it?
An arrow whizzes by.
That's Brendan's.
Um,
yours.
because you are in a hallway. Well, at this point, I'm going to say I missed. So the next person would be Crom. What do you do, Crom? What do you do?
I need a ranged weapon. Oh, I still have that spear.
You have bombs. You have ranged
I only
weapons,
have
sir.
4 total.
Okay, well you
Of
used
which I
3
used
of the 4.
almost all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that spear that I picked up last session,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to aim for the remaining
Hobgoblin, yes.
goblin.
Okay. So
The Goblin of Hobbs.
roll it. Would be strength bonus.
Yeah. 14.
And go ahead and roll damage. Spear is what, D8?
Spear?
Spear.
It's a D8.
Is it?
Yeah.
Even if it's thrown?
I don't know about thrown. I would assume it's still the same damage, you just have your person speed. Mother of God.
Hold on.
A little bit organized. Nope, never mind. Shit show now.
Okay, so that one does that. So I do 5.
Varus,
Yes.
you see that the spear strikes the remaining hobgoblin. He staggers but does not fall. It is your turn.
I'm turning around to address the noise behind me. Pitter patter of feet.
Okay. Address the pitter patter.
I turn around. What do I see? Nothing yet?
You see, well, he's far down the stairs, so you're not going to see him yet. You'll see him on the next round. But yes, you can hear his voice vaguely. Or vocally, depending.
I'm going to run down the stairs and kind of head him off.
So you're running back over Oni, who's laying on the
Oh,
ground.
yeah, I'm in the room now, aren't
Why is
I? I
Owen
did
on the
step into
ground?
the room.
Because he kicked the door and did it so badly, he fell backwards. And he's just laying there laughing, and he hasn't gotten up yet. Or so his instructions said.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back and jump over him this time while running.
Okay.
So
That is a 10-foot jump, remember that.
Jumping over.
Oni is
But
10
it's-
feet tall.
Yes, but it's also high to low. And I actually have pretty good acrobatics.
You're not I'm not saying you're jumping 10 feet high. I'm saying that's 10 feet far.
I know,
But just saying.
stairs.
Oh, no, you're at the landing at the top of the stairs. You're not on the stairs. But that's,
I know,
that's
but I'm jumping down from the top.
Okay, whatever. Now you're jumping down the stairs?
No.
Because you could very well kill a goblin. Flying into him like that. Okay,
Flying
so
in
you're going
from
that
up.
direction, and
So I'll roll my acrobatics just to jump over Oni.
I'm okay with
Alright.
it. We're good. Neff,
Well, damn, because it was a sweet roll.
or person playing for Neff
I
this
didn't.
week.
I didn't make it down the stairs. I'm not just jumping over. I'm moving in that direction,
Actually, that's your movement. Go. You're done. You're there.
so I can see.
We're going to stop the combat to have a conversation. You see him. He's there. Yes, you are at him.
Okay. Well, no, we're not stopping combat. But you can say simple things during combat.
Okay.
Now I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna say.
There
Just
you
mean
go.
to dick.
Neff.
Put me on the spot already, huh?
Do you have a spell that you would like to cast, or a hit somebody with something?
Some long range, right?
Ish. She's
Ish.
already burnt through a lot of stuff. So I mean, she's tried several. Yes.
She's
why we
tried
have
several.
I mean,
We have several
Today.
singed, smoking, smoldering corpses.
Yeah, but that was because of a bomb.
She also cast 2 different fire spells: Burning Hands and Elemental Ray.
She did. So what are her days? Is she wizard or sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So she used 2. Where is her? Right here.
No, it's probably way
Okay,
up
no,
there.
she's got plenty.
Okay.
You can cast anything.
Does she keep track of
So
how
there's, yeah,
how
these
much
are
she's
for
burnt?
zeros, for ones, for twos. Well, she casted 2.
Yeah, she did elemental ray
Elemental Ray and Burning Hands,
Burning Hands.
which are both, I want to say level.
1 or 2, maybe 1.
One is burning.
Burning
Level
Hands is
spells.
1. So you can cast anything on here.
Someone's gonna do damage.
So damage would be Scorching Ray, Burning Hands, or Elemental Ray again.
Okay. All right, let's go for Scorching Ray. Let's keep putting things on fire.
And what are the effects? Did she actually mark that one down this
Yeah,
time?
46 fire.
46.
40-foot range.
40 foot.
Okay. My next question is:
Hold up.
Is it a cone? Is it a?
It's a ray.
It is
So
a
she
ray.
used Elemental Ray.
It's in the name.
I still do not like the idea of shooting
But you
past
use it.
one of our people.
So I think she used it
There
Yeah,
are
no,
typically,
she used elemental ray.
last time.
negatives you
And
take
you're
for
standing in a
or
doorway,
firing
and
into
she's
combat.
shooting past you, and I still do not
So
like
yeah,
that.
46.
We will, rather than rules lawyer this to death, we will move on.
Does she not have any more dice? Here.
There was a whole box of purple
Well,
dice.
there's-
Yes,
a
but
whole
there's
box
only
of
there's
purple
only 2
dice.
d6 there. There's only 2
And
d6.
how many do you need?
4.
So roll it twice. It's math.
Nibs.
I can math. Really, I can.
Maximum's 24. Minimum's 4.
Well, I've got 4, so I guess I could just need to roll once, right?
But do you know how to roll? There you go. You did it. I can see
Lightning.
most of the ones already.
14.
Yeah, 14.
14. He is down and smoldering. Burning. So's the tables that they were using as a barricade.
Did you even roll a hit? You're supposed to roll a hit first, right?
I don't know.
On
What's
a
it, spellcasting or
spellcasting,
spellcraft or
normally.
what's the roll?
What's
It
the
depends
glitter
on-
your arm?
I swear I didn't cast glitter.
It depends on the spell if you have
Is
to
that
roll
part
the
of the
hit.
shirt? Because it's
No,
one in his
it's-
armpit too.
She didn't have that much detail on her spells.
What spell was it?
Scorching
ray.
There's one
I
in your-
believe you
there's
did
one in
roll
your-
a
do you have
ranged
to
touch attack
roll-
on that. So
Yeah.
And the touch
okay.
first stage.
So, now that we are out of the combat phase, go ahead, have a discussion.
Oh.
am I seeing Varys at this point?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. Right in front of you. Like almost ran you down in front of you.
Alexis, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fall down to my knees in front
Okay,
of him,
so there's
And
spell
start-
resistance.
like tears welling in my eyes, like
Shit.
this is my family.
Why did your family attack us?
Why did you invade their home?
I said hi, we're looking for some people, and we said hello on the way in. We made our presence known, and no one came out to greet us, and I said hi, and
Somebody
they just started attacking
stabbed
us.
me.
Yeah.
It's not
My
wrong.
cousins are charred. There remains behind me.
And if you attack me, I'll defend myself from you too.
And if I came into your home in the middle of the night, you would probably attack me.
Not likely. I would say, can I help you? Are you under the influence? Should I kill you or call the police?
Oh, you're way nicer than I am. There's some dead fuckers in there, wouldn't there?
Yeah, it's a ranged
Bang!
attack.
Stop! Or I will bang! Shoot again. They're laughing. I'm not joking.
Oh, I know.
That's why we're laughing.
Same.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted.
God is always free to interrupt.
Ranged
We're
attack.
dog.
So the attacker rolls a ranged attack against the target's touch AC.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Instead of normally.
Some spells are AoE, some spells are
So it would
targeted.
be.
And with most targeted
Scorching
spells,
Rays.
you have to
You'll
go ahead.
roll
Well,
a
I'm-
d20.
My main
And it'll be
concern is
plus
less
5.
that than the.
So D20.
You've got
and
3
then-
people standing in a doorway in front of you.
So
Do
I
you
just
just
add
go ahead and
5.
shoot your gun through them?
Yep.
Oh,
so
here's
the
the
total on
with
D20.
with that
Just
you
one
add
D20.
a negative modifier
That'd
to
be,
your
that'd
roll.
be the attack on the range.
The only spell that I would see that
But the
not
thing is, though,
firing is
here's the
magic
thing.
missile.
If you're doing a 2-hit
19.
and you have a group of people standing there,
Mhm.
and your goal is to shoot through them, and you miss,
If you miss
that
by
means you hit
if
somebody.
you miss by so much, yes, you will definitely hit
You
somebody.
got 3 guys standing in a doorway, you're going to shoot somebody.
Hence the negative modifier to the roll, which makes it harder to hit your target. So if you miss by like say 5 or more, you're going to hit whoever is in front of your target.
So that's why I would, in a tactical situation, would not do such.
There's nothing tactical about this.
Nothing tactful either.
I don't think any of these guys were military, police, or whatever trained. Nothing tactical about them. They're a bunch of murderous.
They are technically guards. Though. They are dressed as goblin guards, as good as goblin.
They're a bunch of murderous hobos who just killed
Hey, you
my
made it.
family.
You son of a bitch.
So
How do I just.
can we stop the?
Okay.
Brought to you.
Editing that out is impossible. Unless I just erase the whole clip.
What?
Losing.
The sound of
Ah, the clip.
Um,
I don't know why that got it.
so would anybody like to recap for Oni here what
Alright, so
just
we are in a
transpired?
cave fighting goblins as you
Yeah,
we killed all of them but one, and then Jazzy comes behind us. Oh my god, you're killing my family. As the last one dies.
I was
this
explaining
night
to him.
keeps getting better and better.
And I was explaining to
Swedish
him.
fish and murderous goblin
I
rampage.
just rolled a D20 by the way.
That turns out to.
It was a total of 19 for
Total
the
of
attack.
19.
Okay.
Welcome to the game.
I was explaining to him. I tried to say hi, and I was asking if there was an old man with his sheep in here, and they just attacked us.
Yeah, that's a story I want to hear when someone busts in my house.
But I said hi.
So first off, a foreigner walks in with his armed rabble,
That's
screaming, "Where's the old man with his sheep?"
Completely glossing over the fact that I said hi in a very friendly manner.
You know what?
Not being armed myself.
Everybody is the bad guy in someone else's story.
Right.
Fucking murder monkeys.
You can't make it.
Oh. Okay.
That's our trouble, yeah.
Either way, right now I am at Varys's feet, I guess.
Tears
Wail-
welling up in
well,
his
you're
eyes.
about that big.
Wailing.
Because apparently we're killing his family.
You're still laying in the hallway up above, just outside the door that they were busted through to. Yeah.
I never had the opportunity to get up.
No, you said you were laughing.
Yeah.
No, that was the other room. It was the first room.
You fell down.
The first room.
There, okay.
When Neff lit all the goblins on fire.
That's when he was laughing.
That's when I was laughing.
Okay. Either way about it, we left off with you still laying on the floor, and I swear you still said, we can always look at the video later and tell him how wrong he is. But you said, I believe, I'm laying here laughing because, oh, you just killed some more goblins, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not saying that's out of the realm of possibility, knowing me.
It's likely.
I'm just saying I don't remember that part. I remember laughing at the goblins being set on fire.
Yeah.
Which is what is happening right now. And you are still laying. He's walked over you twice.
Hobgoblins this time though.
Yes, these were.
I
hobgoblins.
stepped on you to get over you the first time,
That's
and
fine.
jumped over you the second time.
I don't think it makes a huge difference with
behind.
Oni.
I was gonna say we have sounds behind us.
I've already addressed that sounds, and now you have like sobbing behind you down the stairs, or just nearly.
I investigate the sobbing.
It's
And you find
Jazzy.
Varys trying to convince Jazzy that we were defending ourselves after being attacked.
Who's
Again, I took a
This
spear
was
to
their-
the chest.
This was their home. You were intruders in their home, but not unannounced.
I come up.
Several times announced, in fact.
So what is the big deal? You mean you want to loot them first?
Always with the looting.
That's what adventurers do.
No, actually, this group has been very not looty.
He keeps wanting to, but
Well,
does he
it's
ever?
like they just discovered it last session. After a year and a half of play, they finally searched a body.
Probably because we never had any bodies to search.
We had, I think, no, there were
I'm
several
just-
bodies to search, but I don't think we had the opportunity, the time
enough
to
keep
search them. We
inserting
had to
them?
go.
I think he was saying you just didn't have the effort.
Yeah, like it really does feel like every time there was an opportunity to loot the body, there was also the we need to get the fuck out of here
Mm-hmm.
matter of things.
Do you remember a certain ship hijacking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
None of them searched.
that's because the one ship was getting away in the little skiff boat, and we had to go over it. And I don't remember, was it Varys who shot her in the head with a flare or something?
Something like that.
After that comment, I'm pretty sure I'm going to attack Oni.
Dice.
It is fair. I tried to think of the most insensitive thing I could possibly come up with for that scenario.
I think I'm going to shoot you with my Winchester.
I mean, it's fair. I kind of have this
As
one coming.
as I see him pulling his Winchester up, being right in front of him, I'm going to try to stop that from
Everybody
happening.
roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh dear lord.
Oh, I'm not even rolling initiative. I'm just kind of sitting up in the hallway with I have this coming.
Well, but you still have to roll initiative. I mean, in case something afterwards happens.
Are my Seahawks dice right over there?
Non-natural 20.
Should be
Would
a
they
little
have
cube.
been blue? If they were blue and they were left there, then they were put in the blue dice.
Yeah, they were in their own little cube though. They were blue with green lettering.
Yeah.
Wow. They
Oh,
were in there.
okay.
So yes, they're in the jar.
Thank you. Yep, you sure then. Only rolls a 2. He gives no shits.
So anyone write that down?
Yeah.
Just leave Oni where he's at because it's already on the bottom.
Oh.
Haha!
Marker?
So you can keep those going this way. I took
That
It's
rolls
in-
an
it's-
18.
I think everyone got some.
Erase all the hobgoblins because
It's
those
plus
they've
the
been
dex
all
bonus, right?
murdered.
It's plus the dex bonus. Initiative.
Dex mod, whatever the list.
Yeah, that's what I
miscellaneous modifier you might have. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was yours,
so
Oni?
You had two.
Okay.
I was 13.
13 for Varys.
I am
Yeah, but-
19.
Is that Chrome?
Nep had,
Crom is
18.
19.
I have a non-natural 20.
Nep had
for-
18.
Nep had 18.
18, yeah.
Razi?
Oops. Sorry.
Different character?
Yeah. Jazzy. Nep.
Razi.
18.
Different campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a character from my story.
Mm.
Is that everybody?
As long as you got
Yeah, so yeah.
I think
5
so.
numbers.
Okay. It appears that I am going first.
Yes, of course you are.
And from how it sounded is I pulled out a Winchester, I pointed it at Oni. Unfortunately, you said that you're standing in front of me and Oni.
Well, I'm between the two of you and not necessarily in front. That's all up to God
Well,
to decide.
Between is kind of in front of.
You are in between, so you are in front of him. Yeah.
You are between me and Chris. You are not in front of Chris.
I'm still pulling up a rifle and I am still shooting.
He's pulling.
Well, good thing it's not a shotgun. Otherwise, I might have to be worried.
Jazzy's got initiative. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Roll 1.
That would be awesome.
What is
Not
your
rolling, I suppose.
what's your armor class on?
14, I think it was.
Well,
I came over from Shadowrun and it was more of the damage absorbed. But
it'd be less because you're sitting on the floor.
Ooh.
I would say the armor
19
cloak
on the
would be
die.
pretty
Does this have
Yeah.
a improved crit on it by chance?
No, it does
Firearms
not.
do not
But
have improved
go
crit.
ahead
Okay.
and
Because
what's the firearm
Four
damage?
fucking crit.
That depends on the firearm. If it's a Winchester, I want to say it's a die 8.
Let's go ahead and roll
I think
it.
it's a 2d6 for on arms. Or rifle.
Yeah. I just put it into my gear. I didn't quite.
We'll have to flesh it out later. Just roll a d8.
Okay.
I did not know that.
7 points of damage.
2 points of damage, noted. Damage reduction is 5 dash. Which takes me from like 195 hit points to 193.
You killed my
Rob is
cousin.
so lucky.
You killed my cousin
Rob,
Gob.
what is your
And my cousin Lynn.
action?
So I don't care.
You son of a bitch. You just had to, didn't you?
It's like,
We here.
and that's my cousin Hob over there.
Hush.
Die 10.
Ooh, a die 10.
Yeah.
Oh, good to
Started
know.
off in Shadowrun, and then converted it to D20 modder.
What would
I
I
had maxed out.
Did you do anything?
Stat and then strength. And so when they
I'm
If
gonna
only to
die.
prevent one of my
a, console
teammates
36 and a strength
from
score.
murdering another one of my teammates.
Because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just took my first 5 levels in Tough Hero from D20 modder.
I have no idea what I would do though.
So
Nice.
I stand there indecisively.
Nev,
Yes.
are you going to take an action?
Am I gonna take a what?
Action. What are
Grease
you
up them
doing?
squealing hogs.
I don't know.
If you are in the true character of Neff, this would be, as any other time,
A grease thing.
time
A
for
grease spell?
glitter.
Glitter?
Or glittery grease.
Glittery grease?
Burpees of the crowd.
That would take two rounds to cast.
Yes.
And you'd want to do grease first at that point.
But you would.
Yeah.
Oh, hogs grease. Hey, that works. I cast grease.
Okay. Well, in that case, read the effects. Gentlemen, you're going to have to roll to see if you're going to fall.
I'm still sitting on the floor.
Him
That's a
and him.
10-foot square.
He shot.
3, 4.
Well, under a handbook if she doesn't have the spell written down on there.
I have grease up on right here. So grease covers a solid surface with a layer of, well, slippery grease.
I'm checking the DC.
Okay. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast must make a successful reflex save or fall. A creature can walk within or through an area of grease at half normal speed with a DC 10 acrobatics check. Failure means it can't move that round and must then make a reflex save or fall. With a failure by 5 or more means that it falls immediately.
What is the
So
spell level of
18
grease?
is the DC.
The two of you on the stairs, Jazzy and Barris.
There's more.
Oh, never mind.
The spell can also be used to create a greasy coating on an item. Material objects not used are always affected by the spell, while an object wielded or employed by a creature requires its bearer to make a reflex save throw to avoid the effects. If the initial saving throw fails, the creature immediately drops the held item. The saving throw must be made each round that the creature attempts to pick up or use the greased item. A creature wearing greased armor or clothing can get a +10 circumstance bonus on escape artist checks and combat maneuver checks made to escape a grapple. So you can either throw this to make us all fall down, or you can throw it at me to make me drop my weapon.
I'm gonna throw it at you.
Okay.
DC 18
Well,
to not
you
drop
and
the weapon.
Varys will be in the range of that.
Well, at this point, it's a targeted.
So you're going to try to target it at
Yes.
his weapon?
I'm gonna try and target his weapon. Yes.
Okay.
And my reflex is a 5. That's a 1.
Roll it again.
It keeps getting better and better.
That is a confirm. 4. That's a 9
Okay.
total.
Not only does he drop the weapon, it goes off. I would like you to roll a d20. If you get a 20, you hit one of your compatriots.
Is that really a bad thing?
Is that really a bad thing?
No. That's a 1.
You're all lucky that he sucks at rolling dice.
Are you sure that doesn't hit himself?
Okay, so are we going to continue? Okay, because Varys, it is your turn. Are you going to strike at any time, or are we going to end the combat round? The combat session.
I'm gonna try to put him in a grapple.
I'm covered in grease, right?
Yes.
She cast it on the weapon.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, but it's a 10-foot.
Well, it's
Area.
targeted
If
or a
cast
area.
targeted
Yeah.
on a weapon, or a object.
There's 2 ways to cast a
the
spell.
object that is greased.
If it's not the hands.
His hands could be slippery, but it wasn't cast on him.
I don't get the plus 10.
Unarmed.
no, it's a combat maneuver bonus. That's what you're going to use because it's grapple. It is going to be.
I couldn't print on Nation today. I updated it, but
Yeah.
wasn't able to print it.
I
But I
have
know
a
my
com-
values.
So your base attack bonus
Mhm.
plus strength plus size plus whatever miscellaneous bonus you might have. So that's your base
2,
attack bonus
6.
plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
Plus your size bonus.
Which is 0. So I've got plus 6 on that.
Alright, which would be against his combat maneuver defense.
Mine's an 18.
So I rolled 11.
My defense is an 18.
Failed to grapple.
Damn.
Well, he gave me the thing earlier.
And it rolls back around to Jazzy. What are you going to do?
Wait, what
It
about
is-
my turn?
Is he still laying down?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you-
right.
you have the
No,
bottom
that's right. I
down.
forgot. You're like, he
Bottom.
left you so far down on there. What didn't even on the list? Oni, what are you doing?
I left again.
Okay, good.
You're Are you having some performance issues?
Oh dear lord.
It is a move action to pull an item out from a bag, correct?
Yes.
Well, wait. Okay, from a bag or from a part of your body?
From my backpack.
His prison wallet?
Yeah, it's going to be
Cool.
the prison wallet.
And I can sacrifice a standard action to take a move action. I believe. I would like to sacrifice both my standard action and use my movement to pull out my bag of holding and my handy haversack.
From where?
My bag of holding is tied to my belt. My handy haversack I use as a backpack.
Sweet.
And then I like to put them inside each other.
Shit.
You can only put one inside the other. It
Yes.
doesn't work the other way around. Unless you're
It
doing
doesn't matter. It's the same effect.
Scissoring?
Yes. That is,
So if you
that is
put them-
the effect.
Opening to opening and then turn one inside out into the other, that might do something.
Regions that totally escape me, I assure you.
Right.
Putting a space time or putting a spatial enchantment inside another spatial enchantment creates a big explosion.
Well, it creates a rift to the astral plane and pulls everything in it within a 10-foot radius.
Hell no.
Okay.
I love this. This
Area.
is awesome.
Oh, there you go.
I think Odie is a little bit further away than 10 feet from you.
But Varys isn't.
No, he's not. And you'll be pulled in there. as
I just
well.
saw my family get light on fire.
Some
No,
of
then
you
I
just
got
saw
wrestled.
their
Some
charred
of-
corpses.
You couldn't. Well, of course, you couldn't identify 4 of them. So
Okay, the first, I'm going to assume it was you because of Oni's comment stating, did you want to loot them first?
Uncle Owen, Aunt Maru.
Oh, you didn't just go there.
Oh,
I love it.
So if a bag of holding is placed within a portable hole or another dimensional space like my handy haversack, a rift to the astral plane is torn in the space. The bag and hole alike are sucked into the void and forever lost, but the portable hole is placed in a bag of holding. Oh wait, same thing. Any creatures within a 10-foot radius are drawn there, destroying the portable hole and the bag of holding in the process. There is a reflex save, DC 15.
this, just to be very clear here, if it pulls them in, what then is the?
They go to the astral plane.
So they would
I've
be
seen those.
projected into the astral plane,
Yeah.
Their
not
physical
necessarily
bodies.
killed.
Their physical bodies go to the astral.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The reason why it says it's forever lost is because you don't have another gate to get them out of said plane.
What is your reflex roll for yourself?
15.
So you make it. Varys doesn't.
Guys, Varys is gone.
Can
Yep.
So are your bags.
Yeah, I know.
yes.
I don't know.
Could
Could somebody erase Varys, please?
is there a way? Because I'm kind of near there too. Could I try to grab Varys? To
Are
prevent
you
him
within
from
10
getting-
feet of Varys?
was I?
I guess not.
No one else
You
was.
are the 10 feet between him and Varys.
Then he would need a
You
a
would also
reflex.
need to roll to see if you.
18.
Okay, you're fine.
Then would I need to roll then too?
And it's only
No,
a 10
because
foot.
You are outside of that 10-foot area. Although I believe, weren't you? You don't remember, so I believe you were on the other side. So you need to roll it also.
It's a reflex, right?
Yeah.
So 17.
Okay, you made it. So the only person who is screwed here is the one person who is trying to stop the fight.
Well, I think technically
Where'd
she
it-
was
where'd it
trying to
go?
stop it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was like gas and stuff.
Sorry, Varys.
Is he?
Varys is gone.
Varys is gone.
I was trying to get Max's attention.
What the fuck you
It wasn't working.
Oh no, you wanted
He's,
want his
he's on the
attention.
astral plane, man.
Well,
He
you're
don't
down
need
there.
I was gonna say,
Due to his diet, currently, that's the only way he's going to really get his attention is to have food, and it's over here.
he's unhappy. Oh, hi, buddy. As he goes underneath my feet.
Okay then, so
I think it's my turn now.
Prom, go.
I stand there flabbergasted for about a second.
Figurehead position.
Turn to this
Oh.
dude.
Yeah,
What did you just do?
mentality. She fell apart.
I banished that murderer to another dimension.
4, 5, 6. 6 seconds
I do
around.
appreciate
Now,
the Willow reference. Thank you for that.
Neff,
Yes.
what you gonna do?
About.
We just lost.
Whatever.
He just murdered.
Varys just
he
disappeared.
murdered Varys. With antimatter.
Yeah, I was gonna say like sucked him into a portal kind of thing, didn't he? I don't know. I was gonna say I really can't do anything.
Oni,
Did you just fucking kill Varys?
Maybe.
Like, what the fuck was that?
Jazzy.
I point to my dead cousins.
Well, that's back in the other room, but then what? They're in front of you. You haven't even seen these guys yet.
No, I haven't.
Why would you just fucking kill Varys?
Why would you kill my fucking family?
Because they shot at us.
Because you infiltrated their home. Is it nighttime?
Infiltrated?
We walked
You
in.
understand the definition of the word.
Broad
We
Daylight,
walked
But
in.
it is a cave, so it may as well be night. I mean,
It's a cave. We walked
but it's
into
well
the
lit
cave.
because everything's on fucking fire.
We walked into the
Let's
cave.
let it
We
out.
didn't even try to start shit with him. We literally came in, no weapons drawn, and asked, "Have you seen a lost old man looking for sheep?" And then the goblins decided to shoot us.
It's not
Their
wrong.
home. If you walk into a bear's cave, what's the bear going to do? It's not going to wait for a conversation. It's going to eat you.
I understand that you are as dumb as an animal, but trying to compare it to a bear versus a fucking sentient being that can shoot me are two different things.
I've seen goblins go on farmers' land only to be hit with pitchforks and torches.
That's because the goblins that go onto farmers' land are trying to steal their shit.
And what do you think these goblins are thinking? Okay, more Longshanks here to murder us all.
We literally came in without the weapons. Had we come in guns a-blazing, that would have been different.
You can punch a goblin's head clean off.
And yet I didn't. Show me
Also
one
not wrong.
corpse around here with their head missing because I punched it off.
Oh,
We're not
you
going
want
to
to see
find
corpses? I got about
How many were there?
6 corpses behind me.
Yes, and none of them with their heads punched off. At no point did I beat a goblin to death with another goblin.
Oh
and
no,
I am
you just
fucking-
set it on fire.
Do I look like the kind of person who sets a goblin on fire?
I'm going to go grab one of the corpses.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I look
As a
like
matter
the
of fact-
kind of person that will beat a goblin to death using another goblin.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
the next time I get a feat, I'm taking exotic weapon proficiency goblin.
Please note that. Please note that one of the goblins that is dead does look like it had been used as a flail.
That was after the fact.
My point exactly.
It couldn't feel feelings anymore.
Desecrated the body of your relatives.
I question whether it could have felt feelings before. The setting on fire.
That's what you just said.
Continuing on.
And I have not killed your friend. I have merely banished him to another dimension. For I am the all-powerful Jazzy Gripcock.
So, how are you going to get him back?
That's a fair point. We need to get him back.
I'm not sure if I want to bring him back.
That's not a factor.
You banished him for no goddamn reason.
I banished him because he killed my family, and if I could, I would banish you too.
Okay, hold up. Alright,
Look,
I get it.
You can bring the volume. up
However-
here.
Okay.
Just
however-
watch them high points.
This is just a misunderstanding.
look, I can go with one of two directions at this point. Either
Okay.
you get him back, or I can have you go meet your family.
Let's not kill anybody else around here.
We had no problem killing the other goblins.
They attacked us first.
He shot me and then banished him.
Yes. However, we probably need him to get him Varys back. So let's put a pin in it.
That's why I'm giving him the option.
Sadly, I agree.
We really do need to get Varys back.
And how does that help me with what just occurred in this cave?
I not kill
There's
the rest
nothing
of the
to be done about it. Unfortunately, yes, I get it.
Train of thought there.
Family,
Hey, Jesse,
it's
how
It
much
is
more
what it
family
is.
you got in here?
but they did attack us first.
You weren't here to stop us.
No, seriously.
We weren't aggressive,
How much more family is in this cave?
and we still
I
need.
walk down this hallway, is there going to be another room full of goblins? Because I can kill them too.
If we look at this pragmatically here,
Okay,
we have a
I'm gonna
mission
get up
we need to
and
accomplish.
proceed through the room.
You go ahead and keep talking to each other.
There,
Let me
there
describe this
is a
first.
hobgoblin on the ground that is yet to be dead.
Good, perfect. I go over to it.
Are you
Oh,
really?
there, no, he's
No, he
You said he was on the ground.
smoldering,
Are
Yeah.
well, smoldering. Yes, he is down on the
alluding
ground.
to the fact that his
Behind the
soul has
tables.
vacated the body.
I mean, I did not say he still has a pulse. You don't know.
I'm going to go over and find out.
He doesn't have a pulse.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
breath of life.
So, kill him again.
Minus the 2 charred tables, this room seems to have been a common room.
There's nothing common about it anymore.
Thank you for the reference.
You're welcome. I'm glad you got it.
What reference was that?
Are you looting the bodies?
No, I'm checking to see if any of them are alive, and if they're not, I'm continuing through it.
None of them are alive. Okay, so
The only exception. Do you swear to me that you and your party will not kill any members of my
while you're
family?
checking the bodies, you notice that there was 3
As long as we
hobgoblins
know they're your
defending.
family first.
There were also
Yes.
3 young hobgoblins behind the
I
barricade
can speak to
that
them.
they're also dead because of the fire.
Let's try that route.
So there are 3 deceased children hobgoblins as well in this room.
Okay,
Glad Varys isn't there. He
Um,
might feel bad.
tell you what.
Said might.
There are
He's
heaps
not
of
completely
cloth
right.
and
Just
skins
most-
that they have been used for beds in there, and some odds and ends of furniture, including charred tables. A small barrel, some buckets, and that is all in the room. There is another doorway on the other end
Truth.
of the room.
I open it. Does anyone in here know a jazzy gripcock?
Can I like run up from behind and tell him, hey, let's wait for Jazzy, he can talk to everybody for us. So we don't have
You
to
can
kill
yell
anybody else.
whatever you want out to him.
I do that then.
Well, do that. He's right there. Talk to him.
Jazzy's gonna talk to him for us. Let's not kill anything else, please.
I'm trying not to kill anything else. I'm trying to make sure that they're not Jazzy's family, because if they're Jazzy's family, then I'm not going to kill them.
Thanks.
Oh my god. All the time. Could you set this in the floor right there?
Sure.
Empty spot, please. Oh. Okay. That wasn't you. That was me stepping on those cat's water bowl.
Don't do that.
Tell cat not to leave it. Okay, so
Having short hands.
you reach out there.
What you're seeing?
I've got the long torso.
Reach out there.
That's what she said.
I don't want to.
There you go. Okay.
That's also what she said.
The door, the little alcove. Push like that screw there that won't go over. Master. Here we go. I'll get it. Shut up.
That's what she said.
That's what
I'll
these
get it.
performance issues.
Shut up is what she said.
No, I'll get it.
Oh,
is
whatever.
What she said. You said the other part too.
Yeah,
Either one will.
And Brendan,
Really?
more detail.
That's 14.
Here's more detail if you want to read it.
14 on the back.
I was looking it up. Okay.
Do
Pathfinder
you
Wiki has
need
it.
me to pass that back to you?
That's what back that he just picked up.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so you open when you open the door,
Ice in my hands.
you see that there is a long hall winding off, and you can't even see the end of it.
I start walking down it.
Still yelling.
Yeah. Are there any gripcocks here? I'm looking for gripcock.
Reach down
Has
and grab
anyone
hold of it.
seen gripcock?
Very family. Good family name. Very noble family name. I assure you.
No, well,
You might want to hurry up and catch up to him.
be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up
It,
ahead.
it can't end well.
You hear footsteps from behind you, as well as in front of you. Are you going to say something or just?
Yeah.
Don't you do it!
Oh, what the hell did I just do?
This is
Brothers and sisters, I
Lend
am
me
a
your
great
ears.
Jazzy Gripcock.
I'm gonna find out that there's no actual gripcocks here, and the whole my family thing was simply figurative because they were goblins. Which is why he killed bears.
For your own safety,
Horrible.
we got me base.
Now, is that in Goblin?
Yes.
Okay, because if
So
that
what
was
they're
in
hearing-
It's
Common,
pronounced Goblish.
What you are hearing if you don't have that language is
Sure.
Love it.
Good lord. Okay.
Love that. That's amazing. That was amazing and awesome and accurate.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Hogel.
Two very large, very ugly, even uglier than you,
Whoa!
hobgoblins are heading down the hall.
Mama, Papa.
They're wearing chainmail.
Okay.
One has a whip,
Oh,
as well as
my.
a sword.
Ooh, my.
Kinky.
Okay.
So he's got a sword in one hand and a whip in the other.
A swip.
Okay.
They're approaching.
Oh, easily.
I've already spoken out. I'm gonna see if
Well, I mean, is Oni continuing towards them? Is he stopping? What is he doing?
I'm just walking towards them. Are you a gripcock?
They say no, we are not. They say no, they're not gripcocks, but this is the home of the gripcocks. Yes,
Oh, good. So you know the gripcocks.
yes.
Or new.
Good. I do not have to kill you.
Jesus.
do I recognize these?
What are you? Well, no, you haven't passed him yet.
I'm gonna keep running up ahead.
Oh, you're running.
And
running
same
past
types
him.
of
Go
things
ahead.
that I was just saying
These,
earlier.
you recognize them because you're from a family of goblins. They are hobgoblins. They are like the. They are.
Is he looking at our
Species wise are kind of my cousins. Them and bugbears.
I'm having a really hard time trying to find a family-friendly last name for them.
What, Gripcock's not family friendly?
Like that.
Squeezed it.
crab cock?
Squeezed it.
No. For the hobgoblins that are family,
Squeezed it.
close families.
They're close cousins.
Gripcock squeeze dick.
What time is it?
8:30.
It's only 8:30, bro. We got
8:30,
3 more
so-
minutes of this.
We're
Stick around.
gonna take a break. Thank you.
What do you want?
Just rum and coke.
Okay, so at the risk of sounding cliche from another genre, they identify themselves as the Ramsbottom clan. Bottom.
What do grips his cockins and rams above them?
In that order.
Everybody needs love.
As opposed to the other
Grip
one?
cock, ram bottom. Right?
Gripcock Ramsbottom.
Yes.
It's past tense.
No, that's
No,
present-
actually, it's an
that's
action.
present tense.
Rams,
That is present tense.
not rammed.
No.
Rams.
Although past tense would be funnier. Rammed bottom. Wait, what?
They are a little bit standoffish and standing shoulder to shoulder filling the corridor.
Jazzy, I found some of your family.
He's right there with you.
And I didn't kill them.
Yes.
See? These ones still alive.
They're like,
Ignoring.
these ones? Well, these two don't speak.
Yeah, ignoring that. I'm going to run up to where my cousins are. And
Mama, Peepa.
yeah, I'm going to greet them. Cousin Ramsbottom!
In the
Oh,
traditional
thank-
manner, which means he's right at crotch level.
Thank God you're still alive!
Why would we not be?
Why wouldn't we be?
Oh shit.
I point.
I do very, very nonchalant.
Well, you have not come forward from the room yet.
Oh, good.
So
Because
you're like 100 feet away.
I'm gonna stay there. I don't want any part
As
of
are
this.
you.
These demons, these hellions, they've butchered their way through here. And it was only through an act of God that I was able to stop them on their rampage.
They suddenly look very defensive and now want to attack. They're only held back by the fact that you're talking still.
Turning back to Oni. What is it that you're seeking in this place?
A little boy came up to us when we were at port that his father got lost in one of these caves who was herding sheep. We were trying to find this little boy's father.
We go back to them. They were hired by the Longshanks to find a human shepherd. A small child of theirs had his father go missing. The human said that he came to this cave. You know how Longshanks are. Have you seen a boy like that?
The larger of the two looks down at the whip in his hand, hides it behind his back, and says, no.
If you have that man here, they will kill everyone.
Could you be more specific as what he looks like?
Can we?
He was described as an elderly man, a shepherd.
Narrows it down.
Did we actually get a description of him?
Okay.
I'm really glad I
Man.
can't be part of this conversation because my first thought is, how many people you got holed up in here for you needing a description?
That's fair.
This is all in gobblish speak, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All gobbledygook to me.
Pardon.
That was sexy.
Thank you. I wasn't going for sexy. I was going for
Debonair.
relief.
Relief.
But hey, I mean, if it's sexy too.
Hey.
He would probably be dressed in common clothing. For them, that means not that colorful.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Right.
No, I'm just gonna ask, like, you don't have any other humans here, do you?
By here, you mean
In this cave,
in
the
the next
home.
room? Or the whole complex?
Jazzy, what did they say?
Do yourself a favor. Surrender, leave, and run.
What about the rest of us?
They cast magic. They've burned and destroyed every sentry on the way in. He's a troll.
Both, they explain. Both clans are here. There's about 50 of them in the cave.
Yes. And you probably don't
34 of them in
stand
the
a
cave.
chance.
There's probably about 34 of them in the cave right about now.
I was gonna say, I thought I killed a few.
Math, bitches.
It's, currently, there's 5 of them in the other room, as well as a couple other races.
I'm gonna try to convince him to leave. Because they have guns, they have magic, and they have a troll.
That's out of control.
That was bad, and you should feel
That
bad.
was really, really
That was
bad.
bad, and I should feel bad, which is why I feel good.
You level up.
I leveled up.
So many things.
So it's like we fought
Glorious.
a long way to get this as our home. We've been
Nice.
fighting with the neighbors since we got here. We lost our land. You know we lost our
I
land.
know.
Mainly your fault.
Oh,
Oh.
But
My
Family.
father's fault.
family.
you can take that up with your dad.
My dad is dead.
We didn't kill him, did we?
Exactly.
Look, I understand your predicament. But what is better? To live and fight another day, or to die here as, well, a burnt corpse and a bunch of other bashed in.
There's a lot of words for whether or not they have the guy.
I'm trying to see if they have him or not.
That's a lot of words for
We
yes
have
or
no
no.
way
Have
of
it.
evacuating
You
Is
see,
he
a double
alive?
culture. They have to talk
From
about
these
the
caves.
last 3 weeks
Why don't I suggest instead
before
of evacuating
addressing the
land, we
situation
just
at hand.
let the captives
Is
free.
he alive?
Can you at least let the prisoners go?
Were there any other paths other than the way that I took, like other
Yeah,
ways
there's
out of
like
that
2
room?
different.
No, not going that way. I don't want to go all the way back. I'm just meaning from that room with the dead
From
hovel.
that specific room, there was the way you came in and then the way you went out.
Okay. Because otherwise I was going to
You
be like,
can see
"Or
ahead."
no, go the other way.
You can see just behind the 2 that he's speaking with, there is a hall that goes off to the north, and then the one you're in kind of jogs down south a little bit. But it's you're facing east right now,
Okay, so there's basically a left and a right path coming up.
ish. Yeah,
It's a Y intersection?
it's a weird Y intersection.
We don't know why.
That was way worse than mine. Way worse than mine. You see, and you didn't even get a level.
I don't. So, I mean, why do they need more of a description? How many people they got here?
Will you let them go?
We can only speak for the ones that we have.
I will speak with the other clan.
You are making me regret not killing them.
He wants to kill you right now.
Do you mean the ones that can walk? Or all of them?
I could just crush their heads together and then I could go down the other hallway.
I'm gonna start telling him what he's saying. He wants to crush your head.
Yeah. I would also be talking if I were here,
They
and I am really convincing,
they say
but I am. Says my
He's
stats.
Paris back.
you're with
No,
them.
no, you're not here.
Oh yeah, well, you will pay for this. And they run.
Yeah.
So is that a yes or a no? Do we follow them?
They're leaving. There are humans here. They've tied them.
In plural?
Yes.
God damn it.
I'd rather not you have shedding more of my family's blood.
Neff,
So I
come.
had them leave, and we get the prisoners.
Didn't need them to leave. I just needed them to let people go.
You rang.
Yes.
They feel that they have lost everything because of your human kings, and they have conquered this area.
Apparently, they were tying people up, and they have more than just the old man here. So let's go see what they have.
We're gonna need a stretcher.
Come again?
If only we had a bag of holding or something we could put them in.
Imagine that.
That would they would only
Could we
survive for
empty
like 7
said bag of holding?
Not
We could
anymore.
make it outside of the goddamn
7
cave in
minutes
7
would likely
minutes.
be enough to get them out of the cave.
So you are approaching farther down the hall, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down to that intersection. Did I happen to see which way they went?
They seem to come from around, so
Oh, he's got to
you
move
went
now.
off this direction.
Yep.
They came from a offshoot up this way. You can actually see daylight headed down the other way.
I'm gonna go the way that's not daylight.
Okay.
Daylight come, and I want to go the other way.
Wonderful.
No, I want to go the other way. I just specified that. Any of you paying attention?
This room, had it a label over the top of it, would say torture chamber / playroom / food storage.
Is it a red room?
But it would say it in Gobblish or Hobgoblish,
Very
right?
true. If it had. Inside, there are no
Three
longer
goblins, white
2
green.
large hobgoblins. Blah, 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 blah. Chained to the wall are 6 prisoners.
Starting out strong.
In the center of the room, there is a small table, a central fire pit, and various implements of torture hung around the room. In the southwest corner, the prisoners are a half-dead gentleman that looks to be a shepherd.
I bet that's him.
Probably a good thing Varys isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Varys would likely run after them and kill them.
There is an orc chained to the wall. There is a man-at-arms who is half in armor, who looks to have been beaten fairly badly. There is a human, that does not seem to be worse for the wear, although she looks very bedraggled. She looks like she's been through a great ordeal.
Someone put
Ordeal.
something in my pudding pop.
Yes.
She's not well. And there is a gnoll who is pulling at his chains, growling, spitting, frothing at the mouth.
I go up and slap it.
And lastly, there is another partially armored gentleman. All of them are in, with the exception of the female, who does not look physically beaten. Looks to have been through quite a torment. Okay, so they are all chained and locked to the wall.
I would like to try to pick the locks on the half-dead
Shepherd,
shepherd guy, the human woman, and the man-at-arms.
2 men-at-arms.
The 2 men-at-arms.
Okay, so the orc and the gnoll, you're going to leave.
For now,
Okay.
mostly because A, the gnoll looks terror-frightening and I don't want to be eaten.
That's why I
He
went up and
looks
slapped it.
quite rabid and
Probably
Exactly.
Probably
And I'm kind of wary of the orc anyhow. So
go ahead
I'll let
and
Oni deal with the orc and the gnoll.
start your lock-picking skills.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go up and slap the knoll. Calm down! Bad dog!
I'm okay with that.
I got 14 on one. Let's see the one of the men at arms.
Okay. 14 is good enough to. They're not complex locks,
Okay.
so 14 is good enough. Matter of fact, I'm going to say a 10 on any of them is good enough to.
Oh, I don't even need to roll then.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's with bonus. You suck. Anyway,
My score to do that stuff is a 12.
that stuff.
I'm
It
gonna
doesn't
go.
have a specific
Well,
skill.
it's a disabled device. Disabled devices for lockpicking and stuff.
In the electronic era.
No, even in fantasy, that's the way the rule. Disabled devices for disarming.
If I can
from
build-
a disabled electronic device, that's not a.
If I can build fucking robots, I can finagle my way around a lock.
And how well do your fucking drones work?
Fine until they get hit by EMP. Damn it.
Or anything else, like air.
Shut up.
Yeah, Sam's don't hurt either. I'm gonna go over to the middle of the room and I'm gonna pick up the biggest torture device I can find.
There is a.
The knoll?
The knoll will actually.
There is. There is in the fire some branding irons of such.
Excellent. I'm gonna go pick one out of the fire and I'm gonna go up to the orc and I'm gonna hand it to the orc and then I'm gonna basically just rip the chains out of the wall.
He bows his head and runs out of the room.
Okay, perfect. I gave him a weapon because I figured if he's going to attack me, I want him facing me.
He ran out of the room.
Cool.
You guys see this guy running with a red hot poker down the hall, past the opening where there's daylight.
So he's making a break for it. I would also like
No,
to.
no,
I
no,
like to
not
get
out
away.
the opening.
No.
Past the opening.
He's not.
Oh,
Wait for it.
well, not a problem. I would also like to attempt some first aid on the half-dead shepherd guy.
Good. Is there a roll for that? Is that
It's a
skill?
heal check
Let's do
for skills.
It's almost like people that work in the
14?
Personal.
Good.
Truth.
Let's give him. How many points does it allow to get back?
Uh,
You don't know. You look that up.
I'll
Okay.
look that
So next, who's doing something else?
Has the
I
knoll calmed down
Yes, I am going to try to lockpick one of the prisoners.
Well, I think I already went
Has
through
the knoll
all.
calmed down yet?
The knoll is just as he looks dazed, but he's still just as.
yet? Is there a bucket of water in here?
There is. That's actually. There is. I don't think there is in this room.
Over by.
I was like,
Of
is
all
there
the things that
any-
were described, that's
It's a
not
torture room and there's no water.
Really? No waterboarding?
I was thinking more something
Trust
to
me,
douse the pokers in.
waterboarding is a more humane torture that is recent.
I was gonna say I figured there'd be like to put the pokers and stuff out in.
And you can take your prisoner and
You do that
dunk
in
their
the
head
prisons.
underwater.
Huh?
And
You do that in the prisoners. Shh, see, I mean, cool off the.
Yeah. I go up to the knoll. Are you going to calm down now?
There's no back to health and then torturing him. That's
There's
awesome.
other humans that are
Oh,
here.
perception check.
Oh, cool.
nope.
Except you.
He's fine.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, D20.
Ooh,
Ooh, what?
32.
You realize that the keys are hanging on the wall.
I figured they would have kept the keys on them. The
It's a
25.
We all noticed.
It's a mental attack.
23.
Okay, so you all notice
Yeah,
that
hanging the keys on the wall.
keys to the
Here,
locks are
keys to your
all
locks. You can't reach them. Just
hanging
they're
on the
here.
wall. Not, there is one key ring hanging by the door.
Take the key
Okay,
ring and start
so-
unlocking.
Okay. So you have unlocked them all.
I grab the knoll by his hyena muzzle. So he stops yapping.
Still, you got him by the muzzle, and he's still flapping about.
I'm going to point his face towards where they're unlocking the other guys.
When you unlock Man at Arms,
yes.
he runs to the other to help his comrade.
Okay.
The shepherd says, please help the girl.
We got people on him. Her. Let me take care of you.
Heal.
According to what is written in the book, no.
No. You may have to euthanize him, man. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna euthanize it. I'm just gonna leave it here.
So
I'll weaken the chains.
Worse.
No, I'll just weaken the chains a little bit. He'll eventually get out.
So
So basically, the first aid that I provide allows stabilizes the person first off, but it also allows them to naturally recover their health points at twice the normal rate.
So now all are free. What is your plan? What are we doing?
Escorting them back to the village.
Okay, good.
The rest of my family is deeper within this cave. I must see if they're their well-being.
Good luck with
So-
that. We'll meet you back at the village.
There, as I said before, directly ahead of where you were, there was daylight.
Yes.
So leading outside of the caves. You hear. Okay, I assume you guys are headed. You said you're headed back.
I'm
Yes.
going to
He's
the
going
rest
back into the.
So you guys head to the opening. You look outside and you can see you're
That'd be funny.
farther up the draw. You're about halfway up the draw. You can see where the orc, the orc did not run out of the building. You can see where there is movement in other caves around. You're not seeing any goblins out there though.
Can I identify what the movement
It's
is?
a little far away. You're gonna
Okay.
If only you have a spyglass.
important yet. So you are heading off down the hall. You can hear like somebody's beating a watermelon with a steel rod.
That orc is taking the hot poker to my family. I'm gonna run over there with my gun.
You do see
Once you
a
kill that orc, he bowed to me.
No promises.
Hey, I stopped killing your family.
But I don't think that orc is your family.
Probably not.
you can see that the orc has killed one hobgoblin.
Yep.
And there are 5 more facing off to him. They can see that he's very pissed off. They're holding him off for the moment.
I want to shoot him.
Go ahead.
Our stream seems to have paused. There it goes.
Ooh, natural 20.
For your damage?
You want me to roll to confirm?
No.
Okay. You said it was a D10 there, Robert?
Yes. So with firearms, they're usually ×4 crit. So that'll be a 4×10.
22 points of damage.
You drop him.
Like a bad habit.
Badder than a habit of badness.
Like a bat out of hell.
Like a bad.
Like a piece of meat that wasn't quite spoiled enough.
You had your chance!
The hobgoblins that were facing off to him seem a little stunned at the loud noise. Very unexpected. So you guys are heading off down the trail.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are. Well, you're not. What is your?
Well, as
God damn it.
he drops,
I am going to run toward the front of him to see if my
Persuasive
family is
person.
all right.
One of them is dead.
I do persuasive things. He's persuasive. We need him back.
Hey,
next.
Ramsbottom is dead. Or excuse me. Yeah, Ramsbottom is dead. The others are.
Have any of the Gripcogs actually died in this encounter?
Not in this encounter. You saw
When I came in.
the first room had 6.
Okay.
Well, not that you could identify all of them. There's only 2 that you could identify because the other ones were burnt to a freaking crisp.
Goblins are flammable.
Everything's flammable to a point.
You can get anything hot enough.
And these ones are mostly Gripcogs or.
These are
Rams?
Ramsbottoms.
Okay.
Hobgoblins.
Cool.
The humans and the Longshanks know of this cave.
They've already killed the sentries at the northern entrance. I think it's north.
Well,
I don't know maps that well.
uh,
I'm gonna call it north.
eastern,
Cave.
or sorry, western entrance.
Okay.
There's like, well, of course they know the caves are here, but we've got. They explained to you that there are large cave complexes. You're only in one of them. There's an orc cave complex. There's a gnoll cave complex. There's one that they're not even sure what the fuck it is. These are the caves of chaos.
Bum bum bum.
Nothing. Okay, so. Yeah, that wasn't it. Okay, so
I shut up.
no, it's something.
D
So-
for effort.
I will tell you.
There was a group of adventurers
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
That's kind of what we were
that had
hearing.
sworn their allegiance to me to restore our lands. Yet while I was away, the town had told them to investigate a shepherd missing. They came in and killed. And I'm going to start counting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You don't have enough fingers.
I can count very well, thank you.
If you drop your pants.
Oh, but that only adds half of one.
What's your intelligence again?
15?
Not
Mine's
here.
higher
Okay,
than yours.
continue-
Think
continue
about
on.
that.
It's definitely a guy's attacker game tonight.
He's the smartest dumbass ever. Okay, so
I remember counting at least 6 of them were killed right off the bat at the entry.
there are
At least
12
dead.
There's
13
12.
after the orc.
12 of them are dead. Members of your own family have left these caves.
Who's still in the torture?
Had I known of their
Everyone
nefarious
but
reasons of
that
coming
guy.
here, I would have stopped them. I was able to stop them after the fact. You can blame me if you wish. But regardless,
Fuck it, I released the
they will be back here in greater number. Perhaps on horses, with dogs, with knights.
He released the knoll.
What do you propose we do?
I'm gonna release the knoll and kind of just throw it into the hallway.
Do you know of any other warrants?
Hold on. Did you not leave with them?
No!
Okay, and you are releasing the knoll.
I'm gonna grab the knoll by one hand,
I'm gonna
one
shoot
hand
a
of the
knoll.
knoll. I'm gonna release it, and then I'm just gonna kind of like hug it into the hallway. Because I don't want it coming in here with the, soft, tasty meat sacks that are half wounded.
We exited with them already.
I didn't.
Prisoner number 5. I'm going to read this to you.
I thought you guys were still
A
there.
crazy knoll who will snatch up a weapon and attack his rescuers if freed.
Okay.
Seriously?
Initiative.
Well, he's gonna turn around and attack you.
Okay.
Oh well.
Fine.
Roll initiative.
He tried.
Just him or buddy?
Or a buddy?
Well, you guys left.
Yeah, it's just me in here with an old.
It's him with the dog.
Time to one-on-one this
14.
thing.
Hey, you got a good initiative this time.
You first.
I'm gonna punch it in the face.
Roll it.
24.
Ooh. That is a
That
hit.
hits.
Damage.
Troll damage.
19.
Okay, now.
I'm hearing the carnage probably up ahead echoing down the hallway.
You just hear what sounds like meat.
You just hear.
No, there's no yip. There's just. So,
As I ask, are there any other warrants? I'm trying to save you.
Now?
I'm trying to save you, I swear.
They're getting closer.
In the void of space, you're saying that?
they explained this is a large complex. This is not small. There is a large number of the clan here. It's not going to be easy to move them all. They will speak to the elders and go about what the elders decide.
This particular group of psychopaths I have seen wade through armies.
Is he talking about us?
Yes.
Okay. There.
I have seen them march through legions. Make sure your elders know. I will do what I can to stall them.
Now,
But no more blood must be shed.
I'm coming out of there, but I need you to look at your phone first, or your computer, one of the two.
You're not wearing the knoll like a kilt, are you?
Like a onesie.
Under your skin. Yes. I like it.
The area that you are in, you see Oni turn the corner. He has one arm up like this, but on his hand,
He's using it like a puppet.
he has the Knoll's head, and he's sitting here talking to himself with it. Hello, Knoll. Hello, Oni.
Hey, no, why didn't you tell me where the rest of the prisoners were? I thought it would be a good idea for you to kill me first.
And then I look over at the guys you're talking to.
Do you think they know where the rest of the prisoners are? Maybe they do. Do you know where the prisoners are?
I look back at these hobgoblins.
They're backing away down.
I hold up one hand toward Oni.
Is that for me or my no friend?
Don't ask, just take it off your hand and right on his.
You realize the Knoll head is like as big as he is.
It is now a full body costume.
Be afraid.
Knolls aren't that big. Anyway,
They're medium humanoids,
So-
aren't they?
Yeah. I'm large.
at this point, are you gentlemen?
There's nothing gentle about him.
We use the term gentleman.
I use this
very
porn
loosely.
star loosely.
Are you continuing down the hall or are you leaving?
I'm going to try to continue down the hall toward to see if I can find where these other prisoners are. If I find the elders, I'm going to try to convince them to release every prisoner they can before there's a massacre.
So at the opening, where the daylight was,
I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world.
the side of the direction where you saw your relatives, there is a set of stairs going up, and he leaves. He leaves. He just fucking leaves.
I broke him. I'm sorry.
When you approached the opening to the outside that they left from, there was a set of stairs going up, and there was the hallway going forward where you met up with your kin,
Yeah.
your cousins. Which direction are you continuing on to?
I'll go up.
Up the stairs. Yay. As it has been with every other room you have come to, they are all occupied. I don't think that you grasped at the beginning how many goblins and hobgoblins were occupying this space. You come to a common chamber. The room is obvious that is used by the goblins and hobgoblins as a meeting room and a eating chamber. And it looked as though it was being prepared for a feast. In this particular room, there are 4 males and 5 females, and 9 young.
Oh, God.
Most of
What's
them
a
are
good-
sitting at the table.
What's a good word for how I'm coming down the hallway? Traipsing? Yeah, I'm gonna go
Traipsing.
traipsing down the hallway.
Something.
Something?
Well, you are a troll.
I think it needs a little bit more style now that you've got this friend with you. I think you're galumping.
Galumping.
Galumping down.
The bitch.
The worm's crawling.
So this is a very family situation.
No.
How would you like to proceed with this? You just walk in. You can.
Everybody run for your life!
Part of me wants to do that.
Now, mind you, there's an Oni following you.
That's probably what I'm going to do in that case. I'm going to go over to...
There are no other exits to this room other than the one you're standing in.
Then I'm going to turn to Oni. Oni! There are children here.
Children love a good puppet show.
You will not kill any of them.
We are not killing
I haven't
children.
killed a single goblin. Why do you keep assuming this of me?
They were all married. Oh, wait. Wait. You mean here?
Yes, like in these caves.
Okay.
Yeah. I have literally not killed a single goblin since coming into his employ.
That is true.
One of them looked like they were bashed over the head
In
with another
fact,
scalpel.
the only time that I really had any serious encounters with goblins is when we were in the facility in Seattle in the future. And even then, I was using a lot of non-lethal force with them.
Except for the one you killed by beating him with another goblin.
Yes, I said a lot, not all.
Important.
The only thing that has been informed to me by the rest of the party is that you have a desire to take my kin and bash him over the head with my kin.
You make great little flails. Big, fat, stupid head. Long,
Now we're in a
skinny
cave.
body.
And I'm seeing nothing but dead kin, and the only thing coming to my little walnut-sized brain, as you so put it, is seeing an Oni setting them on fire and using them as a flail.
Then why'd you send Varys to the astral plane, you son of a bitch?
I was trying to send you all.
You can't ask him.
You're not here.
If only he knew I killed like half of the dead.
But I will tell you, I will tell you, Ben Kenobi, the reason I sent you to the astral plane is I was trying to send you all there.
And then you'd be dealing with these people on your own.
Yeah, they seem to like me.
Oh, hey, it's you. Haven't seen you in a couple years. What you been up to? Oh, nothing. I just, killed the rest of my party. How about you?
I'm here for new recruits.
What happened to the last ones?
I'm going to burst into the room.
They killed my
With-
family members,
I'm
so
gonna
I
burst
fired
into the
them.
room right over him with a puppet and go, "Hi kids,
You were
it's
here
Uncle
with
Oni."
us.
They don't speak common.
Well, they're gonna see.
This hand has nobody on it yet. Say hello to Noli, kids.
Hi, Noli. What are they doing?
They don't understand a word you're fucking saying. They just see.
I'm gonna tell him he's a murderous monster. He has just killed that other thing, and he wants to make people puppets. He is an army in and of himself. It would be best for you to take your family and to leave.
The
Except
only way
the
to
only
leave
way
is
to get
through
out
the.
Locking the
past
door.
Only step aside.
Well, there's no prisoners here, so.
Fine. Here, have dessert. I take the head and I put it on the middle of the table and I turn around and leave.
They look oddly thankful. Okay, so. So you're walking out.
As I'm walking out, I'm just gonna my bloody, messy hand slap on the door and just kind of drag it down this tile of the hallway as I'm going down it.
Well, it's a cave, but.
Yeah,
So there's no tile really to speak of.
I know. On the wall.
Are they leaving?
Petroglyphs.
No.
How can they leave? They're in a dead end room. You're in front of them.
I told Oni to step aside, and
He
I would
left.
Yeah, and as soon as he's leaving, I would.
So you want them to run after him?
No.
They're gonna want to wait until they know he's gone.
We're gonna
Like,
take
give
the
it
show
30
to the
minutes,
road.
and then they might vacate.
Okay. That's all that matters.
It's not making sense.
It entertains the kids.
Yeah. I guess I'm following the guy who's taking a bloodied hand going down the cave now.
At least it's easy to follow.
Okay, you come to the four-way intersection where one of the ways is outside.
I'm gonna go take a gander down the outside way. See where that comes out in correlation to the first where we came in.
Well, it is a good 150 feet. Nah, 200. Let's just say 200 feet. Oh shit! No, it's not. Hold on.
I'm gonna be reading.
300 feet. So we're talking about football field distance from where you entered to where you are now, and you are considerably higher up the hillside.
Okay. So I can kind of see the area where I came in.
Yes, it's fairly open.
All right.
While I'm following Oni, I would like to reload my rifle.
I believe you were only down 2 rounds of 7.
It's the year of this rifle that was put said 1816.
Right.
So I would
I
imagine.
think
that
it's a 30-30 and it's an under barrel pipe magazine.
Okay.
It's a lever action.
Okay.
I can't remember. I just told you what type it was so that you would write it down, and apparently you.
Oh yeah,
Didn't.
I have it written as a lever action, but I thought that it would only be like 1 round.
No, the point of having a lever action is that it would reload a new round.
Duh.
Go to a sporting goods store, look at one.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can ask someone to bring one for show and tell next week. You can take a look.
Okay.
So you are outside standing with Oni in the wonderful, wonderful sunlight. You feel it beating upon you. You can hear the droplets of blood dripping off of his hand onto the ground.
Well, I would be burying my family members at this point, but my shovel's in the astral plane.
Whose fault is that, sir? I don't see how that's my problem.
Got a shovel.
Are you gentlemen going to follow
I'm not there. I'm
along?
back
You
in
can
town.
see your
I should be
party
back in town by now.
exiting at the bottom of the valley into the woods where they had come in. Are you following along, or Oh, and you do see activity. There are, in the distance around you in this valley, there are orcs. There are gnolls. They try to keep away from each other best they can. They are all occupying cave complexes throughout here.
I don't know the I don't know the orcs. I don't know the gnolls. I don't know why they're here on my family's terrain. I'm going to try to bury my family.
This is not where you're from.
Mhm.
This just happens to be where you run across one of the relocated
Yeah, but they tried to
tribes.
reclaim it, therefore it was theirs.
Yes.
That's how goblin logic works.
So, at this point, so you're going to stay and
Try to
try
bury
to
yeah, the ones that had been killed.
mourn
Yeah.
losses with your family. Oni,
This doesn't look like any more goblins are in danger. I don't care. Though Oni can go to town on the gnolls and the orcs.
So nice. So there's nothing else out this way?
well, there's a whole entire cliffside all the way around with caves and activity.
Yeah, let's
But-
get the prisoners back to civilization.
Okay. So I assume you're heading back to the village. The men-at-arms state that they are from the keep.
Excellent. We'll escort them back and make sure that we've got sufficient number to get the rest of the folk back safely.
Okay, we'll continue on with that next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, and please favorite us here. We'll see you next week.
So I have a